Today we're going to be doing a short video of how to process PUF cartridges for air sampling for EPA methods TO-13, TO-4, and TO-10 for PCBs. So you'll receive your media in a cooler. It does not need to be chilled going out to the field, but it will need to be chilled on the way back. So first off, everything is shipped in these aluminum containers. And then we're going to show you what the low volume PUF cartridge looks like. So you'll need to remove that. A low volume cartridge, this is for TO-13 PAH sampling. You can see it has a bed of XAD resin, so this is called a PUF XAD tube, and then it has an area of PUF on both sides of the XAD resin. The XAD resin is needed to trap the lighter end compounds, naphthalines and methylnaphthalines. Put that down there. And if you're doing high volume sampling, you're going to be using a high vol cartridge, which is shipped in the same type of container. And this is a high vol cartridge for PCB sampling. And you can see the XAD resin is not needed to trap PCB, so that is just all PUF material here in the high volume cartridge. Now, high volume cartridges need a pre-filter because you're collecting such a large volume of sample. The particulate matter can impact the sampling, so that is also shipped with the high volume cartridges. So now you're ready to, once you unpack everything, you're ready to connect it to your tubing, connect it to your pumps. The low volume cartridge will connect using a simple piece of flex tubing. This tubing will connect to this narrow end of the cartridge, and then the tubing will hook up into your sampling pump, personal sampling pump. And the flow rate specified in the method for the personal sampling pump is 125 liters per minute. And then for your high vol sampling, this will go into your high vol sampler and as a flow rate directional indicator. And for your high vol sampling, typically nominal flow rate is about 200 liters per minute. And you'll want to follow the manufacturer's or rental company's instructions as far as how to calibrate the flow rate for the flow meter. And then the filter will allow the pre-filter, particulate pre-filter will also go into the high vol sampler. Okay. Once you're done with your sample collection, you'll need to pack everything back up into the appropriate tubes and packaging. Now, we take extra care with packing these back up because these tubes do need to be chilled to 4 degrees C, so you want to make sure whatever ice goes in there does not impact, does not come in contact with the filter or the PUF cartridges, because that could invalidate your sample. Now, one thing to note on the aluminum containers, there is also a barcode ID here that you'll need to record on the chain of custody. And the chain of custody has your typical sample ID columns, date sample, but you need to record your start time and your end time and your flow rate of your sampling event. That will be needed. All that information will be needed to calculate a total volume. The laboratory will need to validate that total volume, and that is used in your final results to calculate a microgram per cubic meter value. Okay, and now you're ready to seal everything up, ice everything down, and then seal a cooler back up, and it's ready to return to the laboratory.